What the fuck? So, hey guys, what up? My name is Joy. David's here in the background. He's just gonna listen to this review of the Destiny update in April. And since a lot of people compare this game to the Division, because they pretty much have the same end game, and relatively so, they have, like, you know, Destiny has its strikes, Division has its challenge modes, and its regular missions you replay, kind of like strikes with hard mode and all that bullshit. So we're going to talk about the free updates, which one won out of the free updates. So Bungie's released its news on its April update, and it's still not discussing or even mentioning the return of primary elemental weapons such as Fatebringer. You have the Vex Mytho, Gallahorn. I saw some year 1 items might be returning, but when I saw they were purple items from like vendors, I wasn't really too excited. They're also upping all the vendor gear armor, really, so it's not, like, to me, it's just reskin shit that I've already got in the game now. So basically, if I log into Destiny now, I've got 280 gear from a vendor. It's going to be bumped up to 300 something. Sorry. It's going to be bumped up to, yeah, the vendor gear will be basically bumped up to 3 something now, or whatever, 335 or whatever, instead of fucking, or 330 or whatever the new light level is. I mean, it's the same shit with Bungie every time. Look, the last couple, like, I would say, like, it's been a year and a half since people have been asking for this, because this actually has been asked for before the Taken King came out. When Elemental Primaries got removed, people were upset about that. I still want those back. But Vault of Glass, man, needs to be bumped up. Crota's End needs to be bumped up. Taken King is done. This free update for it, for April, is dead on arrival. I'm not excited about it. I actually tried getting back into Destiny last night for a little bit with the girlfriend. We both gave up after less than an hour. We were done. We just gave up. Fuck it. And here's why the Division wins. Now, I don't really like the Division much either in terms of its endgame content. This is something Destiny currently has as a raid. But let's be honest, Oryx is 7 months old now. Hard mode, normal mode, whatever mode you're playing on, he's 7 months old now. He's done. I have videos of where I beat him months ago. Like the first month he came out. I'm fucking done with him. I didn't do hard because there was no incentive. Yeah, new reskin gear colors that are, instead of being white, you're black now with green on you. Cool, that's hard mode gear. But there's no elemental weapons to make me... There's no carrot on the stick to make me go do that. I have all the exotics except for like 3 vendor ones, including Touch of Malice. I have Touch of Malice as well. But I'm missing, like, First Curse and the Shoddy from PvP. Like, I don't care to get those, though, right? So I don't give a shit. Because they don't have burn damage on them. There's only one exotic in the Taken King with primary burn damage. Let's move on. So, they're basically bringing back Prison of Elders and bumping it up, and you've already played it. Good job, Bungie. You failed again. I'm not excited for your update. Fuck you. Get out of my face. So far, 0 out of 10 from Bungie with the April free update. It will have matchmaking, but the challenge mode will not. Now, let's talk about the Division, because I don't really like its endgame currently. Incursion update has been announced. Trading has also been announced in the current patch. So, this is something else Destiny players have been asking for. While I don't really like the Division much here, when I see comparisons to the 2 games, guess what, man? Division's already getting trading in its first free update. Game just came out a month ago, and its very first content drop is adding trading to the game. Destiny fanboys, I'm actually on a guy's page who played Destiny, and I hate to call this guy out because when the Division did come out, him and all the other Destiny YouTubers and streamers were playing the Division. But let's go ahead and get his name, King Goliath, and there you go. I'm bashing you publicly right now. You're a fucking sellout. And I like how he's now bashing, you know, they're all bashing Bungie now because the fan base, they don't want the fan base backlashing them, and their channels are dying. His subscriber count has just hit the shitter. So, at least last time I looked, it was a little bit more. But, the point is that the Destiny YouTubers are losing money. They are not gaining benefits by being with Bungie anymore, so now they're calling out Bungie on the shit. So the fans are all focusing on Bungie instead of these YouTubers and streamers and calling them out, which I think is a little hilarious. And the only reason they're calling them out now is because everyone's focused on Bungie and not them. Goliath and Broman, they're no exception to the rule here. They defended Bungie through and through. Laced Up Lauren's one of them. I mean, you have all these people who defended Bungie through and through. I'm not defending Ubisoft here, though, right? The Division's not perfect either. Lots of bugs and glitches need to be patched. But trading, matchmaking, Bungie did announce matchmaking for its Prison of Elders non-challenge mode version, but again, they're adding a challenge mode. The Division Day 1 had challenge mode in it. You see where this is, like, Bungie's trying to rival the Division because the Division's overhyped and everyone's streaming that game now. Streamer House is still fucking streaming the Division. These are Destiny streamers, guys, still playing the game. Now, I don't know about Goth. I think I saw Goth back on Destiny for a little bit, but he didn't have a huge viewing base at the time. I think he had like 800 people watching, because nobody's watching his shit no more. His channel's dying. Like, his content is done. Because he focused on one game, and on top of that, he also defended Bungie for the longest time. So, I honestly think the game Destiny is screwed until, you know, Destiny 2, unless they come out with some good shit. No elemental primaries, man. Carrot on the Stick has been removed from the game. Division's already adding trading and an incursion for free, their first raid that's coming out. Remember, the Division's a new game. Destiny's over almost 2 years old. So Destiny has 3 raids, but only one of them is still relevant right now, and that's obviously the Taken King expansion. So even my girlfriend can't benefit right now without buying the DLC. You know what? We have the Division. She gets a raid for free. She doesn't have to pay for it. That's like the best thing ever. She doesn't have to pay for it, and she gets trading on top of that, something Destiny still doesn't have. On top of that, they have matchmaking. The Incursion will have matchmaking for its challenge mode, unlike Bungie's Prison of Elders, which has no matchmaking for its challenge mode. So, Bungie still isn't on top of the ball here. They're reusing Prison of Elders again. New weapons, Year 1 weapons. I mean, if it's not fucking Gjallarhorn the Vex buffed up to good, awesome status, and they make me, like, say, oh my god, I miss playing this game. You know, Gjallarhorn before it was nerfed was awesome. It was an awesome weapon. A lot of people hated it because it was overpowered as shit. But Destiny's a game like, kind of like Borderlands, right? Borderlands has these cool, badass weapons that feel badass, and you feel like a fucking badass. You know why I like Fallout 4 so much? Because I feel like a badass. I know it's a single-player game, but if it was a co-op game, I still feel like a badass with a nuke launcher in my hand. Everyone was crying for nerfs. Nerf the Gjallarhorn. Oh, you need a Gjallarhorn requirement. Dude, it was dead easy in Year 1 to get Gjallarhorn. And Bungie listened to a few, kind of like what Ubisoft has done, and ruined the game. So I'm hoping Ubisoft learns from that and quits listening to a few and decides for themselves what they want to do from now on, because that will also kill the Division. Not happy with Bungie. Not excited for April update. If you had to ask me right now what game you should be playing, dude, the Division's adding trading for free, like in their first content drop. Bungie doesn't even have that. Hell, the Division still has matchmaking and all their shit, except for the Dark Zone, which is the PvP element, but you just group up with some friends, you log in, and you can walk in the door and go in the Dark Zone. And you're grouped together forever. The Division makes it so accessible to play that Destiny is a shadow of itself. It doesn't even compare anymore. Yeah, the sci-fi element's cool and all, but guess what? The only time you can see your armor in Destiny, I also said this too, Destiny is like an RPG shooter. You get cool guns and loot. I can't see my armor unless I pause the game. I can't see my armor unless I'm in a social area. The Division, I always see my shit. I may not see my armor, I may see like a jacket or something I'm wearing, but to me, I don't really, that's fine. I like wearing a hoodie when I go out to the store all the time, so it's like, what the fuck? I have a hoodie in my profile picture, so, you know, it's cool. As long as I can see what my character's wearing, I don't give a shit. If it's armor, if it's clothes, I don't care. As long as I can see it. WoW did this right as well because you had transmog and all that other shit. Destiny doesn't have this! Only time you see your shit is in a fucking social area, which you can't pull out your gun, kind of like entering your base in the Division. But I can still see my shit when I pull out my gun in the Division and shoot shit. I can't do that in Destiny because it's a first-person shooter like Battlefield and Call of Duty, which, why would I just might as well go play those games. Those games aren't ruined completely yet. Battlefield 4 kinda is, but it's still good regardless if you know how to play and you're pretty good at it, right? But those are first-person shooters. Their foundation is a first-person shooter type of foundation. Destiny could do third-person and get away with it because I want to see that cool armor I get from those raids, and I can't. I can't see it in combat because I have to go to a fucking tower or some shit. Bring back the old raids. Bring back primaries. Add a third-person option. I mean, this is 2016 and you're lagging behind, Bungie. I'm sorry to say that. Halo is a first-person shooter. But guess what? Halo really didn't innovate. That's why it died. Sorry, Halo fans. I apologize. Halo 5 was the best game ever. That's sarcasm. No, it wasn't. It was shit. If you bought it, I feel bad for you. Sorry. No split screen in a Halo game. Good job. Good job, guys. That wasn't made by Bungie, though. It was made by 343. But my point still remains. Halo used to be good in Halo 1 and 2. It died after that. Right? Call of Duty used to be good. It's kind of taken its way to the future, and I think, in my opinion, it's died because of that. Destiny was good in year 1. But Bungie catered to a few, changed the game so much in Taken King by taking out stuff. You can take out stuff, but you gotta add stuff back, and they did not do that. And so the April update for Bungie is a loss. Now, Destiny fanboys may hate me for that, but the Division currently has 1 score up on you with trading, matchmaking for its hard mode, and its challenge mode, something Prison of Elders does not have for its current challenge mode. The hard mode, I think, will have matchmaking, but the challenge mode, according to Bungie, will not. So, yeah! And we get trading, which you Destiny fanboys don't get. Now, again, I gave the Division a shitty review. I gave it a 5 out of 10, and I knew Angry Joe was going to give it a pretty much a 5 out of 10, too, because of the lack of endgame. And there's a lack of endgame, which Destiny holds up by its current raid. But you've been playing that same raid for 7 months, and the new raid, the Incursion that comes out, which is 4-player and not 6. I think Destiny raids are 6, yeah. The Incursion's a 4-player raid, basically. I'm okay with that. I don't really care how many players we have. You know, it means less loot sharing, I guess. But now the trading's involved. You know, if my girlfriend gets something that I want, I could trade it with her and we could exchange it. And I like that. So hats off to Ubisoft for the one cool aspect of trading. I know it's very limited and it's a little restricted, but, you know, they're trying to make sure no one exploits it and stuff like that, even though there are other exploits they need to fix. And they're working on that. Tomorrow there's a patch for the Russian consulate exploit going on. So the Division currently has has a 1 out of is winning right now against Destiny for the free updates. So Destiny's dead until Vault of Glass comes back, primaries and year 1 weapons. And I'm not talking like just releasing 3 and saying, hey, look, we brought year 1 weapons back, come back to our game. No, I want all the year 1 weapons back, man. If you're gonna take shit out, you need to add shit back. Right? If you're going to remove year 1 weapons, add a bunch of new elemental primary weapons in year 2. You didn't do that, your game fucked up, it's dead, and now you're losing players. And any Destiny fucktards that come to my channel and say, oh, it's a great update, you're just mad. I'm not mad. I literally cannot play this game anymore. This game is done. And the reason it's done is because Bungie doesn't give a shit about you. They never gave a shit about you. I saw this the start of year 2, and like I said, I've already beaten the Taken King within the first month of the expansion. No trading! Still! Why? We've been asking for this forever! What are you doing, Bungie? The Division, a new title, is already smashing you, man! You're like a fucking... Destiny's like a cheap hooker that's getting passed around for 5 cents at every corner.
That's a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money, David.
In the end.
Nuh-uh. It's 5 cents. If it was 25 cents, it'd be a lot of money, David. That's what Destiny currently is. Destiny is a cheap hooker ripoff when you could get the full hooker girlfriend experience from the Division currently. And again, I don't really like the Division as much as I have been praising it in this video, but with this free update, they have already destroyed Destiny in the free update. So if you're going to compare anything, just think trading and matchmaking, and look at what the Division's giving you, and look at what Destiny's giving you, and then do a comparisons. No Destiny raid even has matchmaking. Remember, the Incursion's a matchmaking raid. It's a new raid they're adding. It may not be 6 players, but it's the Division's first raid content. And guess what, guys? It has matchmaking. The Division raid has matchmaking. Holy ball shacks, man. Holy shit. Holy fucking Christ. Why can't Bungie get it right? I don't know. Because they're fucking stupid, and if you still defend them, just get off my channel. Anyways, guys, Division's currently 1, Destiny 0, free update content. That's my comparison video, that's my rant. Very disappointed. Bungie, I was hoping for better. Maybe the year 1 weapons will be cool, but without the primary burn damage, they're useless. So, good game, Bungie. The end. Bye-bye. Let me know when Destiny 2 is out. Maybe I'll check it out then. Anyways, guys, take care, everyone. Enjoy.